Hello, Cynthia Borick, Keely, Elizabeth, Brittany, Allison, Veronica, Kaylin, Jamie, Vanessa, Catherine, Lauren, Cynthia, Mike, Amani, Sophia, and Nicole. Welcome to Leadership and Organizational Studies 425, Operations Management and Decision Making. I'm Tim Oslovich. I will be your instructor for this class. I apologize if I mispronounced any of your names. If you would be kind enough to correct me. If I did, that would be deeply appreciated. I am looking forward to going through the material in this course with you. When I was in graduate school at Bay Path University quite a few years ago, operations management was my favorite course. It helped me look at the world in a new way and made me more effective in the work that I do. And it is my hope that this course will be helpful to you, that it will help you to see things in a different way and give you a new perspective and make you more effective in the things that you have to do in work and perhaps in daily life as well. We will have some discussions on applying an operations management point of view to our daily lives, and I have found that discussion in past iterations of this course to be very helpful. And again, I hope that that will be helpful to you as well. So operations management is a way of looking at how our organizations produce a good, a tangible good, so that the process of producing something like a carton of orange juice or an iPhone or a board game, and looking at how that production process works, how the process of delivering those goods to retailers and finally into the hands of consumers, that whole way from raw materials to the product in a consumer's hand and having a satisfied customer, that whole system is operations management. And this first week, we're going to be looking at two ways of conceptualizing that process: a value chain and a supply chain. And the value chain is a way of looking at producing goods and services. It's not just goods, but it's also services. That was developed by Michael Porter in his book Competitive Advantage back in 1985. And that's been refined and enhanced over the last 40 plus years. But there are five basic steps or activities in a value chain. You have your inbound logistics, that's receiving raw materials, warehousing them, and all the procedures and processes that are involved with that, such as inventory control. And then once you have all of your stuff in place, then you have your operations, those activities that add value to the raw materials, the manufacturing process, the packaging process. Then you have outbound logistics, those activities that are required in order to get the finished product into the hands of a customer. And again, that would involve warehousing and inventory and shipping. The value chain also includes marketing and sales. If people don't know about your product, if people don't know about your service, they won't buy it. And so marketing and sales also add value to whatever it is that you're putting out into the world. And then finally, after you put your product in a customer's hand, or after you provide a service, there's follow-up service. Those actions that maintain and enhance the product's value even after it's been delivered to the customer. So a value chain is a fairly complicated line of procedures and events from the very beginning of a product or a service until it is in the customer's hands, and indeed the after service even after the product is in the customer's hand. For example, after you buy a car, how well the company does with following up on a warranty or making you aware of recalls or providing regular service, that will affect the customer's perception of the product, even though it's after the product is in the customer's hand. We'll also be talking about supply chains this first week, and a supply chain is pretty much the the way a company, it's a relationship between a company and its suppliers to produce and distribute a particular product or service. So that would include producers, vendors, warehouses, the different transportation that's needed to get raw materials to, say, a factory, and then to get the finished product to a warehouse, and then to get the finished product from a warehouse to a retailer. So distribution centers, retailers are all part of the supply chain. And the supply chain also includes things like product development and marketing, and all those things that help get a product or a service to the customer. So I look forward to reading your insights on value chains and supply chains this week. If you have any questions or you would like to discuss anything with me, you're welcome to reach out to me through Canvas, through email. You can also text me or give me a phone call. Throughout the course, I want to be as available to you as possible. So please don't hesitate to reach out to me. This is an accelerated course. We cover a lot of material in 6 weeks, and I know that sometimes deadlines will come up quickly. So please don't hesitate to send me a text message if you have a question, or if you run into a situation where you have a family emergency or a situation at work where you need a little bit of extra time to complete something. Please just let me know. As you probably know, the new late work policy means that there are no exceptions for late work in week 1 and week 6. So week 1, please have your discussion posted by 11:59 p.m. on Thursday, January 9th. Please have your assignments submitted by 11:59 p.m. on Saturday, January 11th. Due to U.S. Department of Education rules, we cannot accept late work in week 1. But later on, there's a little bit more flexibility. So please reach out to me if you have any kind of difficulties or emergencies. So again, I'm very happy that you are part of this course, and I am looking forward to working with you. Happy New Year.